Gregory Floyd, President of Local 237 Teamsters. With me today, I have Reverend Al Taylor, Assemblyman, and I also have Willie Walker, community activist from Harlem. And today we are here. I'm here as a labor leader, a black man, as a father, and a member of the human race. I'm here today to say that spewing hate for ratings is shameful. A race monger is a disgrace to all races, and someone who spits venom for profit is a special kind of villain. That someone is without heart, soul, or conscience. That person is Tucker Carlson. He's a disgrace, he's dangerous, and he is a phony. And Fox News must fire him now. Shame on Fox if you don't. I'm also asking for TV advertisers of Carlson's show to boycott him. They include Disney, Papa John, My Pillow, T-Mobile, Fisher Investments, Sandals Resorts, and Poshmark. If they don't disavow him, they are guilty of propagating his messages of evil. This is what Tucker Carlson did on Fox News. Tucker Carlson, Fox News host, justified the actions of Kyle Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old vigilante killer of two protesters and wounding of another in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And they rallied against the unprovoked police shootings of Jacob Blake. Tucker told viewers, Kenosha has devolved into anarchy, the authorities in charge of the city abandoning it, fuming. How shocked are we that a 17-year-old kid with rifles decided that they had to maintain order when no one else would. Carlson's racist rhetoric and fear-mongering over the Black Lives Matter movement has sparked internal turmoil at Fox News for some time. Black community leaders and members of government and clergy and labor are demanding Carlson's immediate firing. We understand free speech, but we also have the right to protest and demonstrate. And a 17-year-old who's radicalized does not have the right to cross state lines with a firearm and shoot innocent protesters. Where are we in this nation where we can't disagree peacefully? Now, Reverend Taylor's going to speak.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to echo the statements of my brother, President of Local 237, and I have my good friend and activist from Harlem, Brother Willie Walker. As a lawmaker, as an elected official, and most importantly, as a clergy and representative of God, I think there is something inherently wrong with our nation when hatred and bigotry is the order of day. It is the menu that's being served up daily from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And then to have Mr. Carlson insinuating, agitating words in fact by Fox to allow him to have that platform to speak in such a way, it's unconscionable. I stand with my brother here today and so many others, and I'm asking those, all of those who have participated in this country and around the globe that have thought it was wrong, and they stand with those in Black Lives Matter and so many more, whether they came out on the streets, whatever they did to move that narrative. I'm calling on you today to stand strong and make sure we call out every sponsor, because people understand the bottom line, which is the dollar. And that bottom line, I just want to reiterate what those companies are so that you have a clear working knowledge of who they are. They include Disney, Papa John's, My Pillow, T-Mobile, Fisher Investment, Sandals Resorts in Poshmark. I'm saying that each one of you, these organizations that are represented here, have a responsibility to make sure that they're not underwriting hatred that's being spewed out of Fox Television and through Mr. Carlson. So please join us and boycott these products and these companies until Fox gets rid of this individual. Because no one understands anything until it's to the economics. We're in a place right now where we have the pandemic, we have the mental health pandemic, the economic pandemic, and certainly with the federal administration, there's a moral pandemic. And I want to say that we will continue to fight, although we've always had a problem with fighting for health, pay, disparity between resources, and then you have this systemic racism, police brutality, and then you get compounded with this, with COVID-19. We must demand, and we're not asking, we're demanding Fox to release this contract with this individual, Mr. Carlson, that he no longer has an opportunity to sit. And anybody else in that camp that would do that, we need to let them know we're not going to support their product, and we're calling on Americans and people around the globe to boycott their product. Boycott this until they do something with this individual. Plus, I want him to apologize. And I want to thank you so much, Mr. President.
Willie Walker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Madam Teller. I want to talk about the climate that we're in today. This is a climate of privilege that we're dealing with every day. So everything that we see and everything that we talk about today come down to one thing. There is privilege, and let's not take that for granted. What we're dealing with now is we're dealing with racing cops that kill people, that shoot people in the back. That make you a coward. We're also dealing with bench trials. That the police today will kill someone, and they never go before a trial of their peers. They go before a bench trial, which means they go before a judge. This judge see and know that they have killed and they have done things wrong, but they say they're not guilty, and that's the end of it. We need to know who those judges are. These judges are appointed by mayors and the governor, and some of them are elected. Let's deal with the problems where they are that create this climate and this environment that we're in today. And if we could stop that environment and stop that climate, maybe we could stop the killing of shooting young, innocent men, women, and children in the back and unarmed. And Mr. President, I thank you for giving me a platform to say this.
And what we see, no relation to Gregory Floyd, George Floyd, killing of an innocent individual in front of all of us, we don't want to take away from the message. And we're asking that the violence stop. What happened in Portland was disgraceful, where you had Trump supporters fighting with Black Lives Matter. We all have a right to our opinions. We have an election coming up. We all have a right to vote for the candidate of our choice. We should have peaceful demonstrations and peaceful disagreements. If there are any questions, we'll take them. If not, thank you.